with the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action now. Prescott. Going deep.
Oh, you ran with him. What's good, boy?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitch.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And they'll wind up
I miss you.
this one all the way down inside the 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down to the touchdown.
They come take a trip on the cyclone.
You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mercedes Lewis. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Like that pretty well, let's see.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. On play action, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
Hello.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
LaVisca.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
Touchdown, 49ers.
George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'm sure you. Oh, I'm about to miss this kid. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can beat this dude.
He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Nothing. That's the weird thing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT.
He plays man a lot. Yeah.
Patterson to return it.
He does it. He switches.
Cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
What else? Oh, he loves his pivot routes. Like when the nigga goes like inside and goes out outside.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive.
And we love going to fucking running back.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them.
So when they played the catch penalties, you were good after that?
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Good salaries, bro. I just want to know, like, what was your cap before? Did you kind of retire anybody?
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play fake.
We did my cap and shit, and I'm still
looking for punches, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, that's why I was hoping they would fucking me. I was hoping they would fucking just go to the next stage and maybe I'll get my money
there.
The
play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yeah, I was trying to cut Stephon to it, but he won't let me.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Next year.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to
That's
the
why
sideline.
I don't leave niggas fucking send the thing. I was trying to trade the nigga.
Very nice.
I'm trying to trade what's name during the season.
Now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He's got a man. Complete.
This is Kittle.
Touchdown, 49ers. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
Oh,
Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You got the number one pick or something?
Currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to
Did he get that on the block?
And Brandon Gaudin.
Oh, this thing was in my DMs. Hold on.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this
get your
point.
boy, he won once in there. So.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
You see, how many first? You got 3 first, right?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that.
This nigga Mahomes just threw it from the 10 to the 10.
They still got a shot.
Jesus.
And I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete.
Good
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, nigga.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's got Rome.
Yeah.
Touchdown, 49ers. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying,
upset.
What
came out in prevent
defense. You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator,
came out one-play touchdown.
He's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't. Gets through, and now an opening. And still fighting. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now a dump off here complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
What, you said Amos was making a lot of money, too? We gotta go too. Everybody going.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, no, you didn't run with him.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he hauls it.
Before I put what's name out there, y'all niggas giving up a 1st and 2nd for Adams. I mean, not Adams, but Alexander.
This is now for Dak Prescott. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Did you want Alexander, Steve? I mean, Alex. Oh my gosh. Adams.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
Which one do you have?
It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's do stakes.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
I don't see how to take this 7 though. Has he been playing the game?
Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
To be fair, he has missed a couple
pick 6, and they
opportunities.
decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with
Bro,
and now here's
keep on trying to throw this route, my nigga.
Interception. Picked off at the 17. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Elliott not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Second down and goal. Prescott. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Touchdown. Here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards, right? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Neville Gallimore. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Stop watching fucking Madden
They're trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got Lewis. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown.
My dumbass.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Bears. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
What this Falcons nigga just hit me off for Amos. He said we on Amos. I got that already. Can you beat it?
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball.
I don't even want that nigga on the
ready
field.
for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Maybe
can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll buy some time right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against
every play has a deep post to it, huh?
All day long, they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but
I ain't never been with a baddie.
Saw here trailing big in the 4th quarter. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yep, this nigga said, don't throw me a second. What a dummy.
Mahomes going to throw.
I need to talk about throwing me a second. So he doesn't want to see his credit card.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, 43, 43.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
Thank you.
Now it's Patterson. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Ass motherfuckers.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and
first, the nigga came dressed up all crazy, then the nigga shot the cop
after the sack.
And his crib.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield,
shot the cop, the same nigga he told to fire, the same nigga in the secondary.
They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try for Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's